7-card stud is a great game, and even though it looks confusing, the rules are pretty simple. Just like Texas Hold'em, 7 stud uses a dealer button which moves 1 seat to the left after every hand. The dealer button determines the order the cards are dealt in, but not the betting order like in Texas Hold'em. More on that in a second. First, all players must pay an ante. Then the dealer gives each player 3 cards, 2 face down and 1 face up, starting with the player to the left of the dealer button. In 7-card stud, there are no blinds. Instead, betting starts with the person who has the lowest up card. This is called the door card. The player with the lowest value door card is forced to make the first bet, but they have 2 options. They can pay what's called a bring-in, which is usually equal to the ante, or they can complete by paying the full amount of the small bet. 7-card stud is a fixed limit game, which means the amount players can bet and raise is fixed beforehand. In a typical game, for example, the limits might be $5 and $10. That means the small bet is $5 and the big bet is $10. In this game, the ante and the bring-in would be $1 and it would cost $5 to complete. If the player with the lowest door card chooses to make the smaller bring-in, the players next to act can fold, call by paying the same amount as the bring-in, or raise by putting in the amount of the small bet. If the person who had to bring it in decided to complete, everyone still to act must pay that amount to call, or double it if they want to raise. Or they can just fold and surrender their original ante. After that first betting round, called Third Street because each player has 3 cards, the dealer gives each player a 4th card, face up, starting with the player to the left of the dealer button. The second betting round, called Fourth Street, starts with the player who has the best 2-card hand showing and then proceeds clockwise. This is the last round where bets and raises are made using the smaller fixed limit, $5 in our example. This pattern continues for 5th and 6th streets, except now bets and raises are made using the bigger fixed limit, $10 in our example. The final betting round is called 7th Street, and it's a bit different because each player receives their 7th card face down. After the last betting round, any players still in the hand turn over their down cards to make the best 5-card poker hand from their 7 cards. The player with the best 5-card poker hand wins the pot. PokerListings.com, the all-in poker guide.